Number 15. Which negative ions are present in aqueous copper 2 sulfate? Which negative ions are present in copper 2 sulfate ions? Copper sulfate Cu2 positive, SO4 2 negative. Water is also there, dissociated into ions, OH negative. Sulfate ions and hydroxides ions are negative. So C option is correct. The diagram, question number 16, the diagram shows the energy profile of a chemical reaction. This is energy profile diagram for endothermic reaction. Which row is correct? The reaction that is endothermic breakdown reaction. The reaction with greatest activation energy. Backward reaction, the reaction with greatest activation energy. So backward reaction wrong. Backward reaction has the reaction with greatest activation energy. Backward reaction, forward reaction, and forward reaction is endothermic, and backward reaction has lesser activation energy because backward reaction is exothermic. Forward reaction endothermic, and the forward reaction the greater activation energy. And this is reverse reaction. So this is the reverse reaction, exothermic reaction. D option is correct. The table shows the energy released by the complete combustion of some compounds. Benzene is 78 minus 32. 1 gram is completely burned. Benzene 1/72. 1/78 is equal to 78. 0.012. 1/48. 1/100. 1 divided by 100 is equal to 0.01. 1 divided by 1114. 0.008 and 1/44 is equal to 0.0227. Now, which compound releases the least energy? Benzene is 1:1 mole. Some compound releases the least energy, 0.-3270, 0.012 ratio x. 0.012 into 3270 is equal to minus 3924. This is A, B, minus 49.94. So the least energy is benzene. So A is the correct option. Question number 18. An experiment is carried out to measure the rate of reaction between magnesium and dilute hydrochloric acid under two different conditions. The mass of magnesium and the number of moles of hydrochloric acid are the same in both experiments. Graph of the results are shown. Graph 1 results are obtained at higher temperature, different conditions. The mass of magnesium are the graph 1 results at a higher temperature. This is correct. Graph 1 results are obtained by using hydrochloric acid that is more concentrated. Correct. Graph 1 results are obtained using smaller pieces of magnesium. Option A is correct. Question number 19. Hydrogen peroxide decomposes slowly at room temperature. Question number 19. Hydrogen peroxide decomposes slowly at room temperature. The reaction can be catalyzed by adding manganese 4 oxide. The diagram shows the apparatus that can be used to monitor the rate of this reaction. Which statement is correct when a catalyst is added to the aqueous hydrogen peroxide? The catalyst increases the activation energy, lower the activation energy. The catalyst is used up during the reaction. This is incorrect. The gas syringe fills up more quickly when the catalyst is added. The total amount of oxygen produced increases when the catalyst is this is correct. C is correct option. The total amount of oxygen, amount of product, catalyst does not affect the amount of product. So this is incorrect. Question number 20. Reduction can be defined in terms of gain or loss of oxygen or of hydrogen or of electrons. Which row correctly describes all three definitions of reduction? Oxygen loss electron, oxygen loss, gain of hydrogen and gain of electrons. D is correct option. Question number 21. Why is ethanoic acid described as a weak acid? It is an organic acid. It is poor conductor of electricity. It is only slightly dissociated in water. This is correct option. What is the best method to prepare a sample of silver chloride? Add silver nitrate to chlorine, add silver to hydrochloric acid, burn silver in chlorine, mix aqueous solution of silver nitrate and sodium chloride. Question number 23. The nitrogenous fertilizer urea has the structure shown. Which percentage biomass of nitrogen does it contain? nitrogen it contains. Nitrogen 14 into 2 plus 12 carbon plus oxygen 16 plus 1 and 2 4 hydrogen. So 28 plus 12 plus 16 plus 4 is equal to 20. This is equal to 10, 2 or 1, 3 or 2, 5 and 1, 6, 60. Percentage of nitrogen is equal to 28 divided by 60 into 100. 28 divided by 60 into 100 is equal to 46.66, 46.7. D is correct option. Question number 24. Ammonia is manufactured by the Haber process. For this reaction, which row gives a true statement together with the correct reason? Nitrogen and hydrogen are mixed in the ratio of 1:3 by volume. The formula of ammonia is NH3. The pressure used is approximately 200 atmosphere. High pressure is needed to produce a good yield of ammonia. The temperature used is approximately 450 degrees centigrade. A high temperature is needed to produce good yield of ammonia at equilibrium. Vanadium 5 oxide is used as a catalyst. A catalyst speed up the rate of reaction. Option 1 and 2 are correct. Which uses for sulfuric acid are correct? As a bleach in the manufacture of wood pulp, as a food preservative in tin, as a raw material in the manufacture of detergents, and as a fertilizer, not as a fertilizer used in making fertilizers. D is correct. Question number 26. The atomic number of X is 12. What is the formula of chloride of X? Atomic number of X is magnesium. X is 12. Atomic number, that is magnesium. So what is the formula of chloride X? If X is 12 and magnesium carrying 2 positive, chloride carrying -1, so this is HCl2. What is the formula of the chloride of X? C. Which property is common to calcium 40, potassium 39 and 23 sodium? Calcium in group 2, potassium in group 1, sodium in group 1. Their atoms all have more neutrons than protons. All have more neutrons than protons. 20, 20 and 12. More neutrons than protons. Not all. Their ions will have 8 electrons in their outer shell. Yes, it is correct. Calcium, after losing 2 electrons, 2, 8, 8 and 2. This is calcium, this is potassium, 2, 8, 8, 1. And this is sodium, 2, 8 and 1. So after losing valence shell electron, it has 8 electron in valence shell. So B is correct option. Question number 28. Which statement about transition element is correct? Their soluble salts usually form colored aqueous solution. This is A is correct. Three different elements react by losing electrons. The ions formed all have the electronic configuration 2,8. Which statement about these elements is correct? They are in the same group. They are in the same period. They are noble gases. They are transition elements. Question number 30. Metal M is deposited from aqueous M nitrate by copper. Which statement about metal M and its compound is correct? M carbonate is stable when heated. M oxide is reduced to M by heating with carbon. M oxide is reduced to M by heating with carbon. This is correct. By copper. M reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid to give hydrogen gas. M reduces zinc oxide to zinc on heating. If M is displaced from aqueous M nitrate by copper, so it is less reactive than copper, so it is reduced to M by heating with carbon. Which statement about the sum of the gases present in air is correct? Dry air contains about 78% of oxygen, 20 to 21% oxygen. Methane is produced by the incomplete combustion of fossil fuel. Sulfur dioxide is released by volcanoes. Which treatment process is used to disinfect water? Chlorination. Question number 33. A molecule of compound Q has 3 carbon to carbon single bond and 10 carbon to CH bonds only. It has no other bonds. Which statement about compound Q is correct? If Q has 3 carbon to carbon single bond. And it has 10 OH bonds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 10 CH bond. It has no other bonds. Which statement about compound? It can be polymerized. It decolorizes bromine water. It has 3 isomers. It reacts with chlorine by substitution reaction. Q has 3 carbon to carbon single bond and 10 CH bonds only. One, two, three. So it reacts with chlorine by substitution. Which organic compounds require the least number of moles of oxygen for the complete combustion of 1 mole of compound? C3H7 4 carbon, C3 and C4. C3H7OH plus oxygen to form carbon dioxide plus water. 3CO2, 4H2O, 7 or N. So 4H2O, 4 oxygen, 3 to the 6. 6 and 4, 10. So this is 3 to the 6, 6, 4, 10 multiplied with plus O2 4.9 4.5 9 and 1 10 C3H7COH plus oxygen CO2 plus water 3 4 carbon 1 and 2 4 to the 8 4 to the 8 and 4 12 5 to the 10 or 2 12 A B C C3H8 plus O2 CO2 plus water 4H2O 3 5O2 D option C4H8 plus oxygen CO2 plus water 4 8 hydrogen 4H2 4 to the 8 or 4 12 6. So option A is correct. Which reaction is an addition reaction making ethene and ethene from butane? Ethane and ethene from butane. Making ethene and hydrogen from butane. The manufacture of margarine from a vegetable oil. This is correct. The reaction between ethene and oxygen giving carbon dioxide combustion. 36. The two equations involving ethanol are shown. Oxidation to form carboxylic acid, glucose, fermented ethanol and carbon dioxide. Which row is correct? Molecular formula of carboxylic acid in 1. Ethanol plus oxygen. To carboxylic acid, glucose, fermentation, ethanol plus. Which row is correct? C3CO2H. CH3CO2H. Molecular formula of carboxylic acid. Ethanoic acid, a catalyst is needed. C2H5CO2H. Ethanol. Acid in 1. Wrong. CH3CO2H. A catalyst is needed. CH3CO2H. C. Catalyst is needed in second reaction. C is correct option. What is the empirical formula of ethanoic acid? CH3COOH, C2H4O2 and CH2O. A is correct option. Question number 38. Which structure represents propyl methanoate? propyl methanoate 1 2 3. This is propyl, and C, this is incorrect. C double bond O, propyl methanoate. Yes, this is methanoate. 1 2 3 4. Butanoic acid. So this is incorrect. This is ethyl ethanoate, and this is methyl propanoate. So A option is correct. B option is correct. Question number 39. Monomer Z. What would be the monomer? CLH. C is correct option. Terylene, a man-made fiber, is used to make clothing. Which row correctly describe how terylene is manufactured? An acid and an alcohol addition reaction. An acid and an alcohol condensation. So B is correct option.